Avengers, assemble. Welcome back to Sanders Presents. I'm Greg, and if you're enjoying the content we're producing, please consider sponsoring our channel by becoming an Avenger today and join our Patreon. Now, I want to take a minute to thank our sponsors, our Avengers, so much for joining our Patreon and sponsoring this channel. We currently have two tiers available on our Patreon, a $3 tier and a $5 tier. At that $5 tier, you become an Avenger Premium member, and your name is added to our Avenger Memorial Hall of Fame along with these other wonderful founding Avengers. Thank you so much for your support. This channel is made possible, of course, by the sponsorship of our patrons. We do not have large mid-break ads of video games and things like that. We are completely independently sponsored by users and viewers like you. So, thank you. Now, with that out of the way, we're going to take a look at a really massive, significant story. We covered it thoroughly off channel. We covered it thoroughly for our patrons. We've covered it in our super chats. Again, I'm always excited when people drop in to chat with me in the Discord when they make time. So you may very much so be well aware of this information by now, but we haven't covered it on the channel. And that is Dr. Victor Von Doom in the MCU. He is coming. That's what she said. And his arrival apparently is imminent because Marvel Studios has designed a Doctor Doom costume. There is a Doctor Doom costume done that someone has worn it. Like, it has been worn by an actor. Someone has worn the Doctor Doom costume. The green cape and everything. It's been there. It's out there. It's real. It exists. It is unbelievable how close this is. Now, the odd part is that, legitimately, truthfully, no one knows where the fuck Doctor Doom is showing up. Okay? There are people who absolutely swear it's going to be Wakanda Forever, which, again, we covered on the channel, the original channel, ages ago when we got taken down for all of our leaks. Which, in our original rumor, what we originally heard was that the story treatment for Wakanda Forever included Doctor Doom in a Emperor Palpatine role, sort of, Palpatine from Empire Strikes Back. He is a presence, or not even Empire Strikes Back, the Phantom Menace. He is responsible for Wakanda, or he was responsible for Wakanda and Atlantis going to war. That was the big thing in the story treatment, and that Doctor Doom was going to be revealed at the end, very Phantom Menace-y, but that was it. That was the driving story that we had. He was a presence. You didn't know he was a presence until the end of the movie, but he is what makes Wakanda and Atlantis go to war. And that's something that we've been going on. That's something that we've tried to follow through with, but then there's been so many rewrites and reworks and new story treatments. Everything has gotten lost in the shuffle. I mean, just got to be fucking honest. Everything got lost in the shuffle. So where we stand right now is that we heard about those story treatments. Now we have Doctor Doom. Now we have the costume. This is the next step. So what do we do? Well, we make a fucking educated guess. We make a deduction. Okay, we heard story treatments for Wakanda Forever had Doctor Doom. Wakanda Forever is filming. There's a Doctor Doom costume. And someone has worn that costume. Then it's got to be for Wakanda Forever. Now, that's a deduction. Again, that's it. I'm just trying to be fucking clear as possible. We have separate pieces of, we have separate pieces. We don't necessarily know for certain that they go together. I'm drawing my own fucking conclusion. Story treatment, costume, what's filming right now? You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's all I got. That's it. Unless he's filming for a post-credit scene that will still appear in Wakanda Forever, but he's not in Wakanda Forever. He's in the post-credit scene or some nonsense like that, or he's in the post-credit scene with something else. Point still stands. That it's just me drawing conclusions. I want to be absolutely clear. I'm trying to figure out where Doom fits in since it's done. The fact that the costume's done, the fact that there's been an actor in the suit means that something's been recorded. Something's been done. Now, I could stretch, and again, this is a stretch, and go post-credit scene for Multiverse of Madness? Maybe? Post-credit scene Thor Love and Thunder. What is all coming out before Wakanda Forever? You could stretch it. But again, it's just deducing. It's just looking at what's coming out this year. Like, it's nothing hard. I mean, and then you could look at the Disney Plus She-Hulk. I don't feel like he fits into She-Hulk in any way. I don't feel like they would do a tag, because we know it was recent, but we also know, because again, I'm trying to be clear with you, when the suit was made, when an actor wore it, we know that throughout that period, Wakanda Forever was filming, Moon Knight was doing reshoots, Multiverse of Madness was doing reshoots, Miss Marvel's doing reshoots, maybe, She-Hulk's doing reshoots, Thor Love and Thunder, and if you wanted to go really far out, Guardians of the Galaxy. All of these things have been shooting at various points from when the costume was made, when an actor wore it. Technically, he could be in a post-credit scene in any of those. I think we'll see him in 2022. I really believe we'll see him this year. I'm just deducing, though, and I'm going off a bias that I have from our original leaks. Because again, I'm gonna side with my original leaks. I just am. That's my fucking bias. I mean, you know, that's just fucking it. So we know about the original story treatments. We don't know how much of those original story treatments stayed, but we know about them. So what can we just deduce? Anyway, I'm just setting the table for you. I'm setting the table for you. Here's everything that filmed. Here's everything we know that filmed from when the costume was finished, when an actor put it on. Here's everything that was in that, coming in and out of the studio, so to speak. Now again, reach your own conclusions on which one he appears in. It's got to be one of those. You don't finish the costume and put an actor in it to just fucking do it. Like, it had to be, he had to record something. I mean, whoever is Doom, because now again, as a recording of this video, I have no information on who actually got the role. We know who was up for it. Again, if you've been in Super Chat, you've followed along with everything if you're an Avenger. But that's the boat we're in, so I'm setting the table. So now we speculate wildly until we get more information. Something concrete. But I'm excited because Dr. Doom is one of my favorite villains, one of my favorite characters. Can't wait to see him. So I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comments below. To my Avengers, thank you so much for sponsoring our content, and thank you for supporting Sanders Presents. If you're willing and able, please consider following that link in the description below to assemble with us on Patreon and become an Avenger today. And while you're down there, please also take the invitation to our Discord. We have an amazing community on our Discord. And check out my debut novel, 89 Instrument of Destruction, which is available now on Amazon. Thank you for checking all of this out. And thank you so much for being a part of this conversation. Please consider liking this video if you haven't, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and share our content with your friends. It helps immensely with YouTube's analytics and algorithms. Above all else, and most importantly, stay safe, take care of others, and have a marvelous day. Bye, everyone.